So in previous lecture we discussed about the pavement material soil. Okay, so the significance of subgrade soil, that is the soil is the subgrade material, and which is important function of soil is nothing but to provide adequate support to the pavement. Okay, and suppose the soil is weak, and which leads the formation of waves, then rutting, shoving, and corrugations in bituminous pavements. And if it is cement concrete pavements, there may be pumping phenomenon and blowing. These are the defects which occurs in highway pavements due to the poor subgrade conditions. Okay. So next, the desirable properties. Okay. So why the properties of soil is important? So as we already discussed, because it is subgrade material and which decide the performance of the highway. So these properties are the desirable properties for the soil. So first property is the stability. So soil should be a good stability. Next, incompressibility. Next, permanency of strength. It should be good strength. Next, minimum changes in volume. That is nothing but the properties of swelling and shrinkage. Okay. So that soil should be minimum changes in volume. Next, it should act as a good drainage and easy for the compaction. Okay. So these are the desirable properties of soil, okay, like the stability, incompressibility, permanency of strength, then minimum changes in volume, good drainage, and easy of compaction. So this about the soil and the different properties of soil. So other properties like index properties, okay, so that is grain size analysis. Next, consistency limits and indices. Then strength, if you consider the strength of soil. So in case of strength of soil, these are the basically the shear test, okay, then a bearing test and penetration test. Okay, so the one of the tests that is called as a plate bearing test, which is used for the subgrade reaction, and these plate load test which is used generally 75 centimeter diameter of 25 thickness of plate, which is used for the plate load test, and plate is located on the subgrade with the sandwich layer of sand in between for evenly distribution of load. In general, the load is applied through the hydraulic jack and the deflection of bearing plate is measured by the dial gauge. Okay, so these plate bearing test which are used to measure the resistance to deformation. Okay, so next test, that is nothing but the California bearing ratio test, that is again used to measure the resistance for the deformation. Okay, so that test is called as CBR test. Okay, so this CBR, that is nothing but the California bearing ratio test, and this California bearing ratio test is abbreviated as CBR test and is a very popular test with the highway engineers. Okay, so this is very important test in case of highway construction. So it was first devised or developed by O.J. Proctor of California Division of Highway and is now basis for the design of flexible pavements. Okay, so basically for use for the bituminous pavement, the test can be conducted on a remolded specimen in the laboratory or undisturbed specimen which brought in the laboratory or in situ on the subgrade soil itself. Okay, so this procedure of a CPR test that we use for the laboratory test, so different specimen and other all other. Okay, so this CBR test is also used to find out the properties of the soil. Okay, so this CBR test having some drawbacks. Okay, some disadvantage like you can say the disadvantage of CBR test, that is the test is entirely arbitrary and no mathematical relationship between CBR and soil strength can therefore be established. The presence of coarse material can give jumbling result, therefore the material passing through 20 sieve is used in preparing the specimen. A CBR value are sensitive to any change in density. So these are the some of the drawbacks of CBR test. Okay, so basically these index properties like a grain size analysis, consistency limits, then shear test, bearing test and penetration test which are found for the soil. Okay, so now next important quality control test on the soil. So the first is the liquid limit of soil, next plastic limit of soil. The liquid limit should be less than 70% and the plasticity index should be less than 45% according to IS 2720. Next, compaction properties. Okay, so next, field moisture content. Next, field density by sand replacement and core cutter method. Next, relative compaction, that is field dry density divided by maximum dry density. Next, CBR test for material to be incorporated in subgrade for every. Okay, so that is these are the different important quality control tests on soil like liquid limit, plastic limit, compaction, field moisture content, field density, relative compaction, and CBR test. These are the important tests which considered in case of the soil. Okay, so the next important pavement material, it is nothing but the aggregate. Okay, so the aggregate, it is a major component of the road construction, and the aggregate which is used in a granular base, then sub bases, then bituminous courses, then cement concrete pavement. Okay, so this material, that is the aggregate, is a very important or major component of the pavement. Okay, and in India almost all aggregates are available in India, and mostly the natural aggregate which are used for the road construction. Okay, basically the aggregates which are found from the rock, that is nothing but igneous rock, or either you can say metamorphic rock or sedimentary rock. So that means the origin of all such aggregate could be the igneous rock which are derived from the cooling of molten magma, or sedimentary rock which are formed due to the action of water or ice, or metamorphic rock which are the end result of igneous or sedimentary rock which subsided due to the heat and pressure at the deep depth of earth crust. Okay, so whereas like a granite and basalt are the both rocks which are suitable for the bituminous courses, and also they are suitable for the cement concrete pavements. Whereas other rocks, if you consider the sedimentary rock, so sedimentary rock such as quartzite, which is reasonably hard and durable rock, and which is also good for the bituminous courses and as well as the cement concrete pavement. Okay, so these rocks also used for the base course. Okay, the next rock is the limestone, which is also good for the base course, but this limestone is not recommended for the varying course. The sandstone is also one of the rock which is used for the road base. It is a good rock for the road base, and other rocks like laterite and conker are also good for the sub bases and base courses. Okay, so their use as a surface course is possible only in other types of roads, that is very important roads, unimportant you can say. Okay, and other you can say the aggregates which basically classify according to the size of aggregate. So the first you can say the fine aggregate, so aggregate which mainly between the 4.75 mm to 75 micron in size, so that is called as fine aggregate. Second type you can say the coarse aggregate, so basically the aggregate particle size mainly larger than 5 mm in size. Next is crush rock, that is aggregate which obtained from the crushing of bedrock. All particles are angular. Next, screening, the chips and dust or powder that are produced in the crushing of bedrock for the aggregates. Okay, so this is what the types of aggregate we discuss. That is nothing but the natural aggregate and the artificial aggregate. So natural aggregate which obtained from the rock, and the artificial aggregate that is broken brick ballast and the slag. Okay, so natural aggregate that is obtained from rock, that is igneous rock, metamorphic rock, and sedimentary rock. Okay, and artificial rock that is nothing but the slag and broken brick ballast. Okay, so this natural aggregate we discussed the igneous rock due to the cooling of molten material. Okay, so cooling of molten material which form that rock is called as igneous rock. Next, the sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock, that is why due to the deposition of granular material due to action of water and ice. Then metamorphic rock due to the action of the heat and pressure. Okay, so due to transformation due to heat and pressure. So that rocks are called as metamorphic rock. Okay, so basically these are the three rocks, that is the natural rocks, that is igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. And other, that is nothing but you can say artificial aggregates, that is the broken brick ballast and the slag. Okay, so this igneous rock, that is nothing but a granite, is an example of igneous rock. Basalt. Okay, so this basalt is should be hard and durable. Okay, so basalt is hard and durable and having a good resistance to abrasion. It is having low absorption of water and fine grain to coarse grain texture. So this basalt is a very good for bituminous courses and cement concrete pavement. Okay, so this igneous rock, that is basalt, which are mostly used for the highway construction and pavement material, which is very good for the bituminous courses and the cement concrete pavement. Okay, so this about the igneous rock, which is used for the construction of the highway material and highway pavements, that is basalt. Okay, which is hard and durable, resistance to abrasion, low absorption of water, fine grain to coarse grain structure, and very good for bituminous courses and cement concrete pavement. So granite and basalt are the examples of the igneous rock. Okay, then metamorphic rock, if you consider the metamorphic rock, so quartzite is an example of metamorphic rock, and this quartzite also reasonably hard and durable, good resistance to abrasion, low absorption of water, fine grain to medium grain structure, and good for the base courses and bituminous courses, and as well as the cement concrete pavement. Okay, so this is what the example of metamorphic rock quartzite, which is having the reasonably hard and durable, good resistance to abrasion, low absorption of water, or fine grain to medium grain texture, and good for the base courses, bituminous courses, and cement concrete pavement. Okay, so the next is the nothing but the sedimentary rock, and the sedimentary rock, which is nothing but due to the formation of action of water and ice